Have you ever wondered how your favorite YouTubers are able to capture their computer screens and put them into the videos that you watch here on YouTube? Well, today, guys, I'm going to show you 3 simple steps how we can locate the software that you use to do the screen capture, how to set it up and install it and set the parameters up, and then I'm going to show you how to import that video that we capture into the editing software that you can use for your videos. Hi guys, my name is Billy Tate and I'm on day number 27 of the 30 days in front of the camera challenge. And today I want to help you, other creators just like me over 40, learn how to use the tools of the trade in order for you to get started on your YouTube journey. So let's get over here to the desk. I'll get the camera set up and we'll start doing this journey, and we're going to do step number 1. All right guys, stand by. All right, so now that we're down here at the desk, what we're going to do is we're going to browse out using our favorite browser to the website that's going to allow us to download the software to do the screen capture. Now guys, I'm on a PC. It might be a little bit different for a Mac or something like that. I'm not going to go that deep into it. I'm just showing you 3 simple steps that you can take to get this software. You'll have to adapt it to your operating system and your computer. I have 3 screens. You might have just one. But just know that this is just a real rough, simple explanation of how to get this in there. So let me get you onto my screen capture here, and then I'm going to show you where to go. All right, stand by. All right, so here we are within Google Chrome, guys. And what we're going to do is first steps, we're going to go right up to the search bar, type in OBS, and that's going to bring us up. And you're looking for this first option right here where it says open broadcast software. That's the software that we're going to use in order to screen capture and be able to show and capture this video of our computer. So go ahead and click on that. Now this is going to have 3 different options for Windows, Mac OS, or Linux. Linux guys probably already know how to do this, but I digress. So we're just going to cover over Windows here today. If you got a Mac OS, you'll have to research that and figure out how to make that work for your OS. But we're going to click on Windows. And what you could see there, guys, that it automatically started downloading. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to click on this. We're going to open up our where it saved it, and it's right there in my downloads, and you can see I've already downloaded a few instances of this. And what our next step is going to be, guys, is just go ahead and double click that installer. Okay, and it's going to fire off there, and it's going to give you the option to be able to install it. Now it's a very straightforward installation. You just click on next and just let it do the defaults. I'm not going to go into it because it's already running, and that's how we're actually capturing this screen capture right here. But if you have any questions or run into any problems, feel free to drop me a line down below in the comments, and I'll be more than happy to try to help you if you run into any problems with that. So this is going to be the end of step 1. We're going to move on to step 2 inside the software where we set up the parameters and get ready to record. All right, guys, stand by. All right, guys, so here we are within OBS. This is going to be a little bit difficult and possibly confusing because I'm already running this to show you this screen capture. But we're going to go ahead and try to show you how to set up this software in order for you to capture your screen. There's some different settings, or there's some different options for you to be able to choose on this. So I'm going to run through those real quick. So if we come over here to where the scenes area is, this is how you can set up like different camera angles or different scenarios for studios or multicam, or just think of it as the base setting for you to be able to build your show on. So think of it as like a layer of a cake. So different layers of the cake. You have your base, the back layer, next layer, and each layer that you lay on top of each other, and that allows you to just build a cake and how the video. So think of the top layer as the very first thing you see, and then everything behind it is the lower layers. So we're going to go ahead and make a new layer down here. We're going to call that, let's just call it middle display capture. Okay. And now we got the middle screen display capture. Now, this next one is sources. So what the sources is that is where we are going to find the different video elements and audio elements and graphics and all that we can put on that next layer. We're going to start at the bottom layer and work our way up. Okay, so here's where our sources are going to be. We're going to click on the little plus down here in the bottom left, and we're going to look at display capture because we want to display everything that's within that display. Now you can do window capture, where it just selects a certain window of an application, and you can have it select application where it only records the application, so you can be doing other things within there. You can add cameras, media, all different types of things. Look at all these different sources that you can use in there. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to do display capture. Okay, and I already have it built in. So let's just say create new. We're going to call this the middle display. Okay, boom. Okay, so there we have middle display, and then the next screen that's going to come up is I would just leave capture method as automatic, and then you're going to be able to pick which display. Now I have 3 displays here, so I can pick whichever one I want, but the middle display is going to be the LG Ultra. So we're going to go ahead and click that. Boom. Now you can see it's the same as the one that's over on the right. Okay, it's just because there's 2 instances of that. Okay, so I'm going to click OK right there. Then if I were to hit cut, boom, it automatically cuts over to that new display. So now if it's over here underneath program, okay guys, and if it's not showing up on your program, just move that slider from left to right. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get that. So now we have that. Now you're ready to record. If you want to do audio and you have your mic, I have my mic right over here, so I'm able to add my microphone in there and do a voiceover right into that. Or you can do it within DaVinci Resolve or whatever editing software that you use. So our next option that we're going to come in here to is we're going to click on settings. Okay, and for right now, guys, we're not going to go into all these. I could be here for days or dedicate an entire channel to setting up OBS. But right now, we're just going to work on output. Okay, and we're not streaming, we're recording. So our second tab here, we're going to go to recording. I already have this set up because it's recording this screen for you, but you can go and get your recording path. However you want to set it up. H.264 is what I do, and MP4. A lot of these are just standard, but you'll be able to just set all that stuff up. And once you get that set up, just click on OK. All right, and then you can hit that this will say start recording, or it says stop right now because once again we are recording. When you hit start recording, then anything you do within this screen is going to show up and be able to be recorded. And if you have your audio set up like I do, you can see it's coming in right here. You'll be able to record that. Now guys, it's real big important to remember when you go into this settings where your output is. Okay, this is where you're going to go find your file, and I'm going to show you where to go find that when we're done. All right, so let's bust up out of here. We'll stop this screen capture, and then I will meet you guys in the next step, and we will show you where that file is, and we'll get ready to go to step 3, which is importing this into your editing software and using it within your videos. All right, guys, stand by. All right, guys, here we are within my editing software. I use DaVinci Resolve, and this is, if you can see right over here, this is my media pool. Okay, and so I'm going to show you how we get these files into DaVinci Resolve so that we can use them. All right, guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a new instance of File Explorer. I'm going to browse out to the file folder where I recorded that file, and it was in day 27. Okay, step 1, screen captures. All right, so in our first one, the second one, we're still recording, so we're not going to be able to use that. I just clicked and dragged it right into my media pool right here in DaVinci Resolve. So what our next step is going to be, guys, is I'm going to show you guys how we import that into our timeline. All right, so now I have my media pool off here to the left, and I'm going to double click this, and that's going to bring up our media file. that we have here. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click and drag and drop this right onto my timeline, guys, to get rid of the black space here. Boom. And that now you're just able to take this and edit it into whatever it is you want to do. All right. Testing 1 2 1 2. There it is. So now that's in there, and I can take any other media files that I have and add that right into the timeline and start building my movie. All right, guys, that's the 3 steps that we have, the third and final step right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this thing back up top. We're going to close this video out, and I hope I was able to help you with this, guys. So I'll see you back up top. All right, bye-bye. All right, guys, wasn't that easy? I told you it was 3 simple steps. We went and found the software OBS in order to be able to do your screen capture. We went in and we set that software up where we wanted to record those files and got the parameters ready to go. And then we showed you how to import that video file into your editing software so that you can be just like your favorite YouTubers and show other people how to use the programs that you want to help them with. All right, guys, that's about all I really have for today. This is going to be a wrap up of day 27. We'll be back for day 28. Drop me a comment and let me know what you use. If you use a different process for this, or if any of this didn't make sense, drop me a line and I'll be happy to answer those questions. So I'm going to get on out of here, guys. But as always, have a fantastic day and God bless. I'm out of here. Downloading. And then if we look right here, that's going to give us where our that's going to give us where our download was at, which is right down here in OBS, and it's not showing that. Why is it not showing that? Okay.